You're welcome back to Afro Sport Now in Focus. On today's edition, it's really about driving conversations around Team Nigeria's preparations and surpassing Olympic records in Paris. And right now, Team Nigeria are in Saarbrücken in Germany. And of course, even the basketball team have joined up. Of course, the team is poised now, really, and we have to start considering some of the stars and players, athletes as well, that could step up to the podium. And some of them have their thoughts right in these videos we queued for you.
Hello, my name is Chidi Okezie, 400-meter runner for Nigeria. Here at the Germany camp, pretty decent facilities, nice track, nice recovery room, great weather. So just excited to be here and ready to run.
Hi, my name is Essay Brume and I'm a long jump athlete. I represent Nigeria in the event and I'm here in Germany, Saarbrücken. And we're here at the High Performance Center training, preparing for the Olympics in Paris. And I want to say this is an amazing facility. I'm so impressed and I'm excited, being able to, partake in this, kind of event, and then using this kind of facility is really amazing. And I want to say thanks to the ministry for their support. And I'm honestly from my heart grateful. Thank you.
Hi everyone, Kodri Aruna is my name. I'm a member of Nigeria Table Tennis Federation player representing Nigeria here in Germany. We are in training camp here in a city called Saarbrücken, and this will be my 4th Olympic Games, and I can say that this is the best ever preparation.
Hi, my name is Okoyori Anolwapo Jumo. I'm a badminton player and I'm representing Nigeria in the Paris 2024 Olympics. I want to thank the government for giving us the opportunity to come and train in this wonderful facility. It is very convenient, and it is a facility that with a lot of resources. Any resources you want, you can get it. And hopefully in the Olympics, I give the best performance ever that a Nigerian has never given.
Really exciting to see the athletes beaming with confidence going into the tournament, which is just now 8 days away from now. And of course, I've got to drive this conversation, but not alone. Obviously, there is someone, as always, on the show. And this time, it is Dare Kuti who joined me to preview these teams' potential performances. Is talking all the way from Bauchi, right here in Lagos. And now, Dare, great to have you on the show. And I'm sure you listened and you saw what Aruna Kodri said there, and it's quite exciting to see them actually confident. Now, he says this is perhaps the best preparation so far. Do you agree with him?
Yes, thank you very much, and I'll say it's a pleasure to be on the show this evening. Well, if you look at all what the athletes have said, they made emphasis on enabling environment. That is what we actually need here in Nigeria. If the government can build a high performance center for Nigeria, there is no need of us going outside the country for camping. That is a foreign camping. We have a high performance in Port Harcourt, but it's unfortunate that the high performance in Port Harcourt is not what we want it to be. Haruna Kodri, Okoyemi, Isibrume, they all lauded the facilities they have there. Nigeria, we have the best athletes in the world, but the only thing we don't have is a training facility and a training camp. When you look at most of these athletes that travel outside, they perform very well in Nigeria. All what they do outside there is just to brush their skills and nothing special.
Okay, so when you combine now the consistency that is usually attributed to Nigerian athletes, when you combine that with this enabling environment, do you think it's the right ingredients necessary for the recipe for success in Paris?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. When you look at the athletics, for example, You see athletes like Tobi Amusan, Ese Brome, and the rest. They started from Nigeria. They were making good time in Nigeria, but they did not have standard facility. You see that most of these athletics events that athletes rather participate in are in the colleges,
Mm.
which is equivalent to the Nuga Games. So it's not as if they are running in anywhere special. The universities have standard facilities, the place where they reside have standard facilities. So if Nigeria athletes have access to these standard facilities, I can tell you for free that you are going to perform excellently well. Look at the wrestlers, for example. In Bayelsa, they have a good facility. That's why you see that they produce African champions, they produce Commonwealth champions, and ultimately they produce silver medalists at the last Olympic Games. There was nothing special about going outside to camp the wrestlers.
Mm.
They were here in Nigeria and they give us a silver medal.
Okay. Okay, interesting take now, and I would like us to take a break now because, of course, there's a lot to talk about when it comes to potentials, prospects, and what have you, of course, of Team Nigeria. We'll take that break now, and we'll return back to Afro Sport Now in Focus just in a breath. And now, of course, welcome back to Afro Sport Now in Focus. The conversation is still about Team Nigeria ahead of the Olympics, which is set to start in Paris in just 8 days. And of course, I've got Dare Kuti here with me in this conversation. But now let's look at what Team Nigeria is preparing for. And of course, we'll be participating in 11 events, and there are 82 athletes. And of course, 82 athletes are going to be doing the business for Team Nigeria. You have it there on the screens. And the athletics men's 100 meters favor Ashe Gossin, Ogene Brome. And Gossin, by the way, is injured now, so it's a doubt that he'll be up to speed for the tournament. And then there's Koinsola Ajayi as well. Men's 200 meters, you have Udodi Onwuzurike. You have for the men's 400 meters, Emmanuel Bamidele and Samuel Ogazi and Chidi Okezie. And the men's 800 meters, there's Edoze Ibadan. And men's 400 meters hurdles, that's a men's 4x400, and that we have Ezekiel Nathaniel. And then women's 100 meters, Rosemary Chukuma, Tima, God bless, favor of Philly, Rosemary Chukuma, favor of Philly, Tima, God bless, and of course, a favor of Philly. And the women's 200 meters as well. We have for the women's 4x100 meters relay, Tobi Amusan is there. Also in the women's 4x100 meters relay, of course. She is a name to watch out for in that one. How about in boxing? The men's featherweight, Dolapo Omole is there. Olaiton Laure is there. Cynthia Ogunshemilore is there. Amide Bello as well. And of course, you look through, there are a host of names, big names, even in, of course, familiar names. We have Beauty Otuedo, we have Ese Ukpe Shiraya. I hope that I got that one well. How about in football? There's the Super Falcons. And of course, we're looking forward to what they can do. Maybe walk in the same footsteps of the dream team. Let's dream, please. And then in table tennis, Quadraro, I mean, we have to celebrate his consistency and what he's been doing recently, if anything. And moving on now, we have to go to the questions because, Dare, I shouldn't keep you bored, really. I mean, these athletes, there are 82 of them. But what do you find most exciting, or who do you find most exciting as a prospect going into Paris?
Well, I'm not going to mention names.
Oh, why? I mean,
I
come
have
on.
to be very, very careful. No, I don't want to mention names.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, well, I told someone a few days ago that I'm expecting at least 8 medals in this Olympics.
8 medals. So, do you classify
At
them
least.
gold, silver, bronze? Out of them,
Well,
8,
I
how
see
are you
Nigeria
classifying
winning
it?
at least 3 gold medals,
Okay.
2 silver medals, and 3 bronze medals.
Interesting. What a prediction now. I would like to still break things down, but you say you don't want to mention names, so it makes my job difficult.
No, I'll mention the sports for you.
Mm.
At least we should expect 2 gold, 1 silver in the athletics event.
Mm-hmm.
Surprisingly, with the form of our wrestlers, we should be waiting to see at least 2 gold medals.
Okay.
and one silver or one bronze.
Okay. It's quite interesting, really.
Be-
Quite interesting. But
because
let,
at
let,
least I've monitored the wrestlers for a long time, and you see that these wrestlers have been very, very consistent. About
okay.
two of the wrestlers have been fighting for 2 decades.
Okay, but I
So
really like to
I'm
ask
putting
you
them in
now.
a
I like
position.
to ask you
Okay.
now, Dari. What do you think in terms of the team surpassing or equaling? I mean, the great golden era where we had like 3 medals between 1996 and 2000. That was both in Atlanta and Sydney. Do you think this team can come anywhere near, or do you think they can surpass the record or even equal it?
Well, most of the athletes are in their prime. Athletes like Blessing Oborodudu, Oduanya Adukoroye, Esther Kolawole, Ogunsanya Christiana, Ese Brume, Toby Amuson, the 4x1, Favor. When you go to badminton, we have Anoluwapo. You can do something. And also when you go to the wrestling, they can also perform magic. Don't forget that the last time Nigeria won a medal in the weightlifting event was in 2008. That's a Beijing Olympics. And for me, I feel one of the ways we can get the best from these athletes is by making a pronouncement. I read on the internet that the minister said they were going to give a gold medalist $5,000, a silver medal 3,000, and a bronze medal bronze. I think is nothing. At the last Olympics, a gold medal was promised $15,000. Silver medal was promised $10,000. Oborodudu got it. Bronze medal was promised $7,500. Esebrume got it. We need to up our game.
Okay,
In
okay,
South
maybe you
Africa,
can say
even a
that
gold
again,
medal. Okay,
but I want us to really shift our focus from what was promised. I mean, because I can imagine these athletes also would be
no, it's
motivated
also
to
a
win.
motivating
Yeah,
factor.
but I'm sure they'll be self-motivated to win. But let's still go back to that era now, 1996 and 2000. What quality do you think characterized that era that can be translated into this one to perhaps yield better results now, or at least maintain it at an optimal level?
Well, when you look at Chioma Junwa, our Olympic gold medalist, she has been consistent. She was consistent since the late 80s. And look at when she won a gold medal for Nigeria. When you look at the football team, they won a gold medal for us. The same thing is happening now. If you look at the athletics team, they're in their prime. When you look at the weightlifting team, they're in their prime. These children have won, that's the weightlifters, they've won African tournaments, they've won African games, they've won Commonwealth games. They're in their prime. When you look at the wrestlers too, they're in their prime. So I feel with the right push, they are going to win a medal for us. But next time, I hope and feel the federal government should give these athletes at least 3 month foreign camping so that they can get their rhythm and also get used to the facilities.
Okay, quite interesting, and I hope that, I mean, the camp in Germany has sort of like provided that now. But let's move away from that now, and let's talk about one athlete from Tokyo 2020, and interesting is Blessing Oborodudu. No, sorry, Blessing Adekoroye. I meant to say. I mean, she.
No, Blessing Oborodudu, Odunayo Adekoroye.
Odunayo Adekoroye, yeah. Thank you very much. So, Adekoroye now, for instance, we know the story from Tokyo, and how do you think we can avoid a repeat of such situation, really, for her?
Well, Odunayo Adekoroye is a very, very experienced athlete, and it was fortunate that she lost her first bout due to a silly mistake, and I'm sure she has learned a lesson. I'm very, very close to Odunayo Adekoroye. It took me a year and 8 months to actually ask her what happened at Tokyo, because I was also mentally down after she lost about at Tokyo 2020 Olympics. So I feel this time around she's in the right sense of mind. She's prepared and she's going to avoid such a mistake. Our coach is supporting her. The weightlifting federation is supporting her. The president of the federation is also supporting her. So we are hopeful that Nigeria is going to get a medal from Odunayo Adukore. But we are not going to put much pressure on her. But let us expect a medal from her.
And also another athlete that I really want us to talk about again is Toby Amusan. Obviously, she's going to be in the middle of conversations like this one. We know going into the World Athletics Championship last year, it was quite difficult for her mentally. She's also trying to now, revive that image that earned her a global status. And now, do you see her, how far do you see her going this time, really? Everybody wants her to win gold, but it's a tough competition even in our category.
Well, Toby Amusan is an elite athlete. Don't forget she placed the 4th position at the Tokyo Olympics. After placing 4th, she has gone ahead to win a world championship. So I also believe she's also in the right frame of mind. And let's not put pressure on this athlete. She knows what is at stake, and I believe she's going to deliver by the grace of God.
Okay, quite interesting. And then he's been highly regarded as the fastest man in Nigeria for some time now. Ushiori says Sekiri is another name to watch out for.
Yes, Shekiri is a fantastic athlete, and they have been built up before these Olympic Games. He has been running fantastic time. So I feel we are going to have at least 2 Nigerians in the finals of the 100-meter race. Whether we are going to win a medal in the 100-meter race, I don't know yet, but we should expect the best from them.
All right, let's talk about some of the lesser-known players now. I'm going to ask you to do what you don't want to do this time, though. Who should we be looking out for as probably the latest kid off the block, sort of like, I mean, none of them are kids, but technically speaking, who are we watching out for as like a new rising star that can set Paris alight?
Well, I feel I'll be watching out for 3 athletes. Their names is Joy Ogbonne. She's a 2-time Commonwealth champion. She's a 2-time African Game champion. And also she's an African champion in her weight class. You should expect a surprise from her because she has been consistent in the last 7 years. Athlete we should look out for is another weightlifter. Her name is Folashade Rafiatu. She's currently 8th in the world. I feel there is a surprise that is going to happen in the Paris 2024 Olympics. We are going to see what we are not going to see. And also two other athletes we should expect are Esther Kolawole and Christiana Augusto. There are 2 wrestlers I want us to watch out for because they grew from the National Youth Games to the National Sport Festival to the World Junior Championship, African Championship, and also they are Commonwealth medalists. So these 2 wrestlers, I feel in their weight classes, they are going to spring up a surprise.
All right, I would love to see surprises. I'm sure Nigerians would love to see as well. But thank you very much, Dare Kuti, for joining us for this show today. It's been interesting having this conversation with you.
It's a pleasure to be on the show too.
Yeah, and that's a full complement of our show. I mean, of course, we're expecting Team Nigeria to do us proud. And hopefully they can as well go ahead to surpass or at least equal the records set in the yesteryears from Atalanta and Sydney. But for today's show, that's the much we'll take. Thank you very much for watching. You can follow us all across social media handles at AfroSport TV on all platforms. And of course, you could also get the latest news on our website. It is www.afrosportnow.com. My name is Ayomide Shotubo. It's bye for now.